Hi everyone, welcome to Beth El Jacob. I'm Aaron Schwartzbaum, the rabbi, and we are embarking on a new project of giving a couple of minutes of time to the weekly portion or to Jewish philosophy or attitudes. But the key is to understand that each and every one of us has a responsibility to serve God, and God went to the trouble of giving us the Torah, the Bible. And in the Torah, there are 613 commandments, and that sounds overwhelming, but the reality of it is, not every Jew, no Jew really, can fulfill all 613 mitzvot. It's impossible. The reason it's impossible because the commandments are different types. For example, you have laws that apply only in the land of Israel. We know we're not living in Israel, so those do not apply to us. There are laws that apply only to the Kohanim, the Jewish priests. I am not a Kohen, so those laws do not apply to me. You have laws that apply to the Leviim, the Levites, but I'm not a Levite, so I don't have to do those. There are laws that only apply in the time when the Holy Temple was in existence, which it isn't today. So even though 613 commandments sounds like an enormous amount of commandments, but the reality is we can, as a people, if the Kohanim and the Leviim and the Israelites, everyone does their commandment, what they're responsible to do, then we as a people can accomplish everything that God has set out for us. And that's our goal. As a general overview, out of the 613 commandments, there are 248 positive action commandments, and there are 365 thou shalt nots. Those commandments are broken up into three types. The first ones are called the logical laws, that even if we would not have gotten them in the Torah, God would not have commanded them, we would have logically come up with them. For example, murder, or don't steal, or things like that. Those are the type of laws that are logical, and we would have done them ourselves. Second type of law, those that have no logic, means that we would have never really come up with that kind of action. But God sees fit to give us the reason or some understanding of the mitzvah. For example, tefillin, the phylacteries, which a man puts on after he becomes a bar mitzvah. He puts them on every day except for Shabbos and Yom Tov, and he wraps them and then prays with them. Who would put a black strap in a black box with parchment on their arm and on their head, and who would have ever come up with that? But the answer is God gave us that commandment and explains that in a sense we are connecting physically with God by placing His name on our arm and the Torah on our arm facing our heart, which teaches us that we have to serve God with our emotions. And then we have a phylactery, the film that sits on the head, which represents to us that we have to serve God intellectually as well. We must serve God on all levels. Third type of commandment is that which God gives without any logic. There's no logic to it. And He decides not to give us a reason. And the only reason we keep it is because God commanded it. Those are the three types of mitzvos there are in the Torah. Another breakdown is there are laws between man and God, bein adam l'makom, and laws bein adam l'chavero, between man and his fellow man. So there are laws of charity and hospitality and all these kinds of laws. And there are laws like Shabbos or kosher that relate only between ourselves and God. That is the other type of breakdown of the commandments in the Torah. But remember, our job is to do the best that we can. Our job is to connect. The word mitzvah comes from tzavta v'chabura, which means we connect with God. Every mitzvah we do connects us better to God. And that is the purpose of life. So I welcome you to the program. Hopefully we will have short snippets of ideas and philosophies that can inspire us during the week and to teach us our importance in life and the value of life and the responsibilities that we have as Jews to serve God. Thank you very much.